In this video, we are going to see how to create other objects in your course. So we actually did a link, a Google Drive, and YouTube in our previous sections. And now we are going to do a quiz, assignment, and questions. So to create a quiz, we just go to create, and we have an option with the name of quiz assignment. We click on quiz assignment. As soon as you click on quiz assignment, it will ask you for the title. So I'm going to give you a title over here. CISA Basics Quiz 1. I can provide the instruction to do the quiz. Like for example, you have 30 minutes to complete the quiz. And once you're done with the quiz, you can add attachments to it, or you can further create docs, slides, sheets, and other stuff to the quiz. So, like participants can go to those files or download those files and work through that. So, for example, if I uh, click on sheets, it will create a Google sheet, and in that Google sheet I might have some calculations or formula which I want the students to complete. So you can see that the Google sheet is opening. So what we need is, like for example, if this quiz requires the student to provide a formula for 2 plus 2, what we can do is, like, we can create a formula on this Excel sheet and provide it to the students. So for example, this is we can provide first value, second value, and we can provide total. Once we have provided a first value, second value, and total, we can just provide a section where user can provide the formula. So we can just type over here, type formula in the cell C5. So this is C5, and we are asking the students to type a formula to plus first value and the second value. So it's like kind of simple. You can attach a Word document, you can create a Google spreadsheet, you can create a PowerPoint slide, which is related to your Google spreadsheet. So your Google quiz, classroom quiz. What we're gonna do is I'm going to change the name of spreadsheet CISA calculation workbook. Once I'm done with my editing of the specific workbook, can close this thing. If similarly, this is one way of doing it, like asking through the documents. We can also create a quiz for the student. For creating the quiz, we just click on blind quiz, and it will allow us to create questions which can be multi-choice questions, short answer questions, like checkbox, multi-choice, multi-options questions. There are quite a few things which you can do. So I'm coming over here and I'm uh, typing over here CISA basics quiz. Well, we can provide the description over here. Now I'm going to provide the first question. Uh, what is the most important thing for applications? So we can like type different options over here, like authentication, authorization. And once we are done with this, so we can always provide that whether this question is required or not required, and we can provide points and stuff like that for this specific question. If I wanted to create a new question, I just click on add. Once I added the question, you can see there are different types of question which I can uh, ask. So for the quiz, we can even ask for a file upload where a user can upload their own file. Like we can provide them a file in the Google Sheet, and we ask them that to provide their file over here. So they can provide short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, checkboxes, drop down, linear scale is 1 to 10, then grid, tick grid, date, time. So there are several options you can provide to the students. So once you're done with the quiz, you can just close this thing. So you can see that we have a quiz over here and we have a spreadsheet over here. You can see that it is not showing you the exact name. Once you refresh the screen, it will show you the exact name. Once I assign this quiz, it will actually post this thing to the classwork. I can see that it is created in the classwork because I'm in the classwork and I've created this quiz in the classwork. If I want this quiz to appear in a specific section, I just drag the same and drop it in that specific section. So this is how you create a quiz. So now I'm going to show you how we create an assignment. So this is quiz assignment. Now I'm creating a journal assignment. Assignment is simple thing. You can provide students with instructions and ask for them to provide some upload or something like that. So I can just provide the first piece assignment. They provide us the information over here. I can also add a link over here, and you can see that the same create option is available. I can attach a Word document or PowerPoint slides, or I can go for sheets, drawing forms. All these things are available. We can use anything out of that. Once I assign this thing, again, this will create an assignment. I can drag drop the assignment on a specific section. So I have provided this specific section over here. Then I can also create a question. Question is a simple question. So I can just click on question and we can ask the question, what do you think about this specific task? For example, we have provided the question, and once you provide the question, you have an option to select whether it is a multiple choice or short answer. We need a short answer. I can say ask. So once I can place this thing over here, and based off of my lesson assignment. So what user will do is like user will go through all these things, attend assignments, quiz, and then come to the domain one and access these things on a sequence. Because it is a classwork, and we have discussed that classwork is a relatively structured thing, and from that structure you can get more benefit as a classwork, right? And there is another thing, stream, which we have already discussed. You can also provide these things in stream, but stream is like, as we have discussed, that we can provide these things in stream, but stream is a sequential kind of a thing on which you can provide something related to your class. So that's it for this lecture, and we will discuss topics in the next lecture. Thank you so much.